Hello and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Thursday, October 19th, 2017. Just want to read our disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Not making any recommendations, always for your further homework. Good morning, Sue here. Hope you've had a good week so far. We are in the meat of earnings season and they're coming in fast and furious. The futures are off quite significantly this morning, down about 90 to 100 points on the Dow, so we'll see what the day brings. But with that, let's get into today's video. We always start off with a look at the Russell Index, and for that we use the IWM, which is the ETF that represents the Russell 2000. And I always like to step back and take a look at it on the bigger time frame, so I use the 5-year monthly. We've been keeping an eye on this wedge pattern up here. Regular viewers well know, must be getting tired of the wedge. Anyway, I like the candle for the month of September, looking pretty bullish with a bullish orientation, taking us up and over this area of prior resistance, now support. And now let's get into the meat of this area here where we are right here, right now. So I'm going to move it away from the 5-year monthly to the 2-year weekly. You can better see. We drew this line in last Thursday or Tuesday, I forget. We want to see price on the Russell get through this area before adding any new names, but I just wanted you to see the wedge we've been keeping an eye on. This is medium-term support, long-term, and the purple is more short-term. I'm going to add this black diagonal line in as our more immediate area of support, but you can see how price on the Russell has been coiling, and we are now up and over our black diagonal line. I'm going to move it away from the 2-year weekly to the 6-month daily. There's our black line. I want to see price on the Russell get through there before adding any new names to our watch list. As a reminder, I use this blue line, which is the 8-day EMA, as my guide. When price on the Russell is up and over that blue 8-day EMA, I'm adding new names. So although it's right at that blue line, I want to see price on the Russell get through this area. So we'll see. We're down significantly this morning. Will it recover during the day? I don't know. It's all about what the market tells me to do. And right now it's saying just pause and wait. Having said that, I want to review a Chart of the Day Cafe past pick that I think looks interesting here. So stay tuned. And that old Chart of the Day Cafe pick that I wanted to refeature for you today is Royal Dutch Shell, ticker symbol RDS.B, trades on the New York Stock Exchange. I think we're all pretty familiar with this company. It's a huge exploration, production, and energy company with operations worldwide. Before I get into the chart, I want to talk to you about the scores. I checked them this morning. They were high when I first featured Royal Dutch Shell. They're still great. So just to review, when I first featured it, it had a forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 22%. It has, that score is 19% now, so diluted but not by too much. It's got a current PE of 16.27. When I first featured it, the dividend yield was 6.89%. It is now 6.03%. So scores are still where I like them. So getting back to the chart, we're looking at the 2-year weekly. I want you to note first off that it's in an uptrend. We featured it here when it hit my trend line back in July. Was it July? Yeah, July 18th. And it has had a very nice run from there. It's been consolidating for a number of weeks, and I think it looks interesting in this area. So I'm going to move it away from 2-year weekly to the 6-month daily, and you can see that area of consolidation. I like what I see here, so I will be keeping an eye on this chart. I can measure my risk reward pretty carefully by putting a trend line in here and say, look, if it starts to resume that uptrend and lifts up and over my blue 8-day EMA, or whatever you use as a trigger yourself, and lifts from here, it's going to look interesting again, especially with that beautiful, healthy yield underneath it. Since Royal Dutch Shell is not a new name, I'm not going to do the whole check the boxes thing because I did that in my first video. You can go back and take a look at that. But I will include with today's video an interview with the CEO after their last earnings announcement. I checked this morning and they haven't announced an earnings date coming up yet, so you're still free and clear of any earnings surprises, or earnings date, I should say. And also, I want you to note that Royal Dutch Shell has bought New Motion, an electric vehicle charging company, with I think they've got 30,000 electric charging stations in the Netherlands, Germany, France, and the UK. So they're expanding their business to incorporate electric cars, which I thought was kind of worth noting. So with that, I'll leave you. Thanks for watching today's video. We'll see what happens in the days ahead, and hopefully we'll have a new video, a new name for our watch list to put forward next Tuesday. Have a great weekend.